Why, hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Anime Club. I'm Nick Knack. With me is the great Lord Horn.
Hello. On today's episode of the Anime Crimes Podcast,
and Realm Shifter,
we have a new true crime episode.
Ow!
You interrupted me. Screw you.
Well, apparently,
that was hard.
And the crime of the day is dog treats.
And then there's Seki.
Aw, honey. I think you didn't grab it.
I think he didn't grab it.
Baby.
This week, we watched The Dangers in My Heart.
Well, hold on. You're forgetting our special guest. Jax, your dog.
Oh yeah, I also have Jack here.
Yeah, good old Jack.
Oh, precious baby.
Yes indeed.
So yeah, The Dangers in My Heart. Boku no kokoro no yabai yatsu.
Yeah. So this is my poll, or I chose this one for this week.
Mm-hmm.
I had watched this earlier on, before, so I've already seen this even before I pulled this one for the hat, and I like this one. It was a interesting series, I'd say. It definitely does get more rom-com-y as the actual show goes on, and less so about the morbidity of it being a true crime episode. But...
Oh, you know what it reminded me of now?
Huh.
Now that I'm thinking about it?
Huh.
The Wallflower.
Ah.
Perfect Girl Evolution.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Yamato Nadeshiko Shichi Henjei.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
3 names, same show / manga.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say on my end, I took all the self-control in the world for me not to immediately stop being productive and watch the currently airing season 2.
Yeah, because season 2.
I got really invested in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Which is so funny, because there have been times before when I've told you I'm watching true crime, and you've just been like, really?
Okay, but this isn't, let's be honest here, the true crime is more like, it's a personality trait here. That's more than anything. I get it, Seki, you have true crime as a personality trait too. But it's the main character's personality trait, not the plot of the show.
I feel discriminated against. Apparently, it's okay when a guy does it, but not when Seki does it.
Nothing's okay when you do it, Seki.
That's because it's the main focus for you, not the main focus for him.
It's not, though. I don't watch true crime all the time.
No. I'll admit, it's entirely sexist.
Is it because there's a difference between guys into true crime and the true crime girlies who cuddle up in a blanket with a coffee listening to the most gruesome details every day?
No, there's a difference between the guy, like the one guy into true crime and the 50 billion white women into true crime.
Oh, that hurts!
Get called out.
Oh, on 3 different levels that hurt.
Get called out.
God damn, it's a good thing it is not the only thing I watch, or I would be absolutely mentally destroyed right now.
For all you true crime girls out there, just know.
Nick Knack says, get fucked. Nick Knack, 2024, true crime girlies are terrible.
Alright, well, Nick Knack has been canceled officially.
They'll come for you. And they know the best way to hide a body.
I got my guard dog.
They will take your guard dog and give him a different name and raise him.
Yeah.
White women are great at that. Okay, now I'm just hating on white women. I'm sorry.
It's okay. She is white woman.
Yeah, you can make fun of my own kind.
I wanted to say something, but I'm gonna abstain from saying it because this doesn't need to be this kind of
emotional significance. Oh my god, growth.
I've had enough of character development.
Okay, sorry. Back to the show.
Yeah, the show's fantastic, though, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I honestly wish that that it stayed a little bit more funky, from the beginning. Honestly, the rom-com was fine, but I was really enjoying that funky beginning. You know?
Yeah.
And okay, they make it out to be they're just like, this dude, he imagines his classmates dead in these horrible ways, and I'm like, is that really that unusual? Is that really really something that people don't kind of do already?
I mean,
No.
I do morbidly think about death, but mostly in relation to myself, not other people.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's probably at least 15 people a day on campus that I kind of imagine as dead.
I mean, I always took it as him being more self-conscious, because we're getting a lot of this from his perspective.
Yeah.
I always, like, even from the beginning of the show, I'm like, okay, this guy is just very self-conscious about himself, and is in his emo, edgy phase.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and we all understand having an emo, edgy phase.
It's like, I am not like everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I am not like
everyone
other
else.
boys.
It's just a phase, Mom.
I'm special.
So yeah, we love our emo protagonist, Edgy Kun.
Vord's giving us a look like he never had an emo phase.
I kind of never did, really.
Oh, shush yourself.
Vord, you are emo. You are an emo phase, Vord.
Absolutely.
It's the
Okay.
nihilism.
It's the absolute nihilism.
Yeah. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're talking about, like, the depressive phase, yeah. But you're talking about the I don't care about everybody else phase,
Not really a one-to-one comparison. When we say emo phase, it's more of a affectionate joke about like the obsession that preteens and teenagers often have with sort of kind of when they're coming into themselves and they're just like, I'm not like other people. They're not like me. We are not the same.
No, I just know I'm crap than other people. That's how I am.
So the sentiment's ultimately the same.
I don't know. I feel like when you're in emo, you're better. You feel like you're better rather than worse.
No,
no, absolutely
Emo does
not.
not denote self-confidence.
No,
Okay.
absolutely not.
You wear that makeup to cover it up.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyways, less depressive topics. Moving on.
Yeah.
So
I did not, however, like necessarily want to go into season 2 per se.
yeah.
I think it was good, but honestly,
I'm gonna say then you would probably enjoy season 2 a bit less, because I did end up, after I rewatched this, I did end up going into season 2 since it was airing. It is less focused on that. It is more focused on the actual rom-com itself. So just keep that in mind.
so yes, we know that the first 6 minutes probably sounded awful, but I'm not fixing it.
Yeah, there was gardening.
Yeah, there was gardening.
We were unprepared, but it is now over.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So murder.
Yeah, murder indeed.
Oh, the most foul.
Yeah.
Maybe finish eating?
It's
I
your.
thought you were going to be ordering food.
Okay, fine. We can stop.
So I started eating. I'm not going to put the donut down.
Well,
Alright.
then Homer
You can
Simpson
talk.
Fucking shove it down your gullet.
Okay, hold on. Alright, so. Animation, LP, ED.
Yes.
Wait, did you say whether or not you liked this? Vorn?
Not yet.
Oh wait, Vorn needs to say whether or not he liked it.
Yes, so.
I liked it because I am right now in a rom-com phase.
Isn't that just always?
Cool.
Not always, no.
Okay.
Well, this was within my calculations.
Look, I'm always a little bit more picky on my rom-coms.
I'm not.
So I found, like, as soon as we started getting into, like, the hard romance on this, I was like, you know, this is a lot more wholesome than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Right, like the premise makes you think that this is going to be degenerate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would think of that, but, you know, it actually does get a lot more cute than that, honestly.
I'm almost disappointed it wasn't degenerate. The setup was there.
Like, they could have absolutely gone full depravity with this show.
Oh, absolutely.
But they didn't.
Yeah.
They went the wholesome route anyway.
I can appreciate that in some ways.
Yeah.
I can appreciate the female lead being, like, an absolute, like, kind of
Weirdo.
a girl failure.
I love her.
Low-key, yeah.
I love her with everything in my soul.
Ooh, I do wonder, like, have you guys seen, like, anime OPs recently with, like, pastel colors? Because I actually haven't seen that recently.
I think that just depends on the anime and the tone they're trying to convey, because in color theory, pastels indicate like softer, more gentle. It's sort of it means that whatever you're watching isn't going to be kind of as hard hitting as when you see things that are in like bright reds and blues, especially reds. I've seen some anime openings with pastels, like quite a few. I don't think it's necessarily a trend sort of like time related. Like it's not like, in the 2022 there was a lot of pastels. It's just, I think it has more to do with the tone of the show.
Like if we're watching Robots of Shonen, we're probably not seeing a lot of pastels.
I've actually seen a shonen opening with pastels.
Sorry, I forgot. Bleach openings are completely incongruent from the actual show.
Yeah.
Is that what you meant?
I think it was a Bleach opening. But yeah, I think it has more to do with what they're trying to convey. Which is that this is not like some sort of hard-hitting, emotional, ultimate, like meaningful.
Yeah, this is more like a little slice of lifey, kind of low-key feel-goody show.
Pretty sure at least one of the Monogatari's has a more pastel-toned opening.
Yeah, Monogatari's got like 10
Yeah.
openings, so they can play around with stuff like
Yeah.
that.
But and also Monogatari has like one of the most like crazy studios as far as animation is concerned. So they can go wild.
So I'm not sure if I know of a trend happening right now, but maybe it's just the kind of stuff you're watching at the moment.
Possibly.
So I see you have an animation studio pulled up.
I did. Because I wanted to bring it up after, since we usually do. So this was done by an animation studio I've never heard of called T.H.E Animation. It's actually really old. It was founded in 1965, but it was under a different name. It was called A Production, and then the name was changed later. But like I said, they're pretty old, so they've actually done quite a lot of stuff. They're the studio that did Doraemon. And then they have a couple things that are currently airing that I've heard of, like they're the current studio animating Crayon Shin-chan. And then in the 2010s, right, because we're looking at more recent stuff, they did Elegant Yokai Apartment Life, which I put in the hat, and I know. They also did Teasing Master Takagi-san, which we all know. And The Dangers in My Heart, obviously, as well as just a couple other shows here and there, and films. I mean, they're not like the most prolific studio, but they do have something coming out a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And they've done a lot of stuff.
That's good.
I think that's pretty interesting because like I said, I hadn't heard of them, but we haven't really watched something like Doraemon or Crayon Shin-chan yet.
Nope.
And I think. Did we watch Teasing Master Takagi-san for the channel?
No.
No, okay, it's in the
yet.
hat.
Yeah.
But I remember I have seen part of it. So that was something I remember.
Yeah.
And then I thought I'd just bring up the person who did the music design. And they're Kensuke Ushio. And I wanted to bring them up because they also did the soundtracks for Chainsaw Man, Devilman Crybaby, and A Silent Voice. So that seemed like an interesting thing to bring up.
I mean, they had a pretty decent soundtrack from what I remember. It's been a minute.
They also did Space Dandy and Ping Pong the Animation.
Yeah.
Also,
that Heike Monogatari that was really popular back in 2021. Words bubble up like soda pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that movie's in the hat at the moment.
Yeah, so dude's done a lot of really interesting stuff in terms of like what music he's done for anime series. Yeah. And obviously the original run of the anime series was in 2023. It was April.
Yeah.
And then the new season is airing now.
Good stuff.
The animation's good.
Yeah, it's got good animations, especially in season 2. I'm not going to talk too much on it, but I will say like the animation, excellent for season 2.
What about the OP and ED, everyone?
I mean, I don't actually remember the OP off the top of my head right now, but I remember liking it well enough watching it the first time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the ED because it reminded me of something, and I can't remember what it reminded me of now.
I will say neither particularly stuck in my head, which is a little unusual because normally if I like a show, I do tend to like either the OP or the ED, and I don't think I really liked either one, but they weren't bad. They just didn't like stick in my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess just what about those? Do you want to go do you want to talk about some story here, or does anyone have any comments on a specific episode? Because I think that this series moves surprisingly fast for a rom-com.
It does a lot. It does a lot very quickly, and I kind of love that.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, they were all but dating within like halfway through the series, even if they're not saying it.
But I liked that.
So
because then I don't have to sit there and just go, ooh.
So I will say, actually, for the OP for this one as well, though, because I had to look it up just to be sure. But the artist actually is one that I personally follow. Like, they're on my personal playlist as far as like anime music goes. It's Yorishika. Yeah, yeah. So they're definitely up there as far as my anime playlist goes for song. I'm honestly more surprised that they're not in more animes or anime.
You're fired.
I'm fired. I'm canceled. Fucking get me out of here. I'm done for.
Ron will not be returning to the podcast.
I will not be. I will not.
Never
be,
again.
Never again. No, you will never see me again on this channel. Anyways, yeah. So they're definitely on my top like playlist of things. But I guess the only reason that they're not as featured is because their music tends to be a more like somber and like slow pace, whereas like most anime OPs are more on the energetic and kind of peppy side. So, yeah.
I did so well finishing it when I had free time so that no one would notice, and I fucking coughed.
Mods, kill this woman.
Yeah, she's been eating a donut this entire time.
It was also like the size of my head. That was maybe the biggest donut I've ever seen in my life. Where the fuck did you get that?
I'll tell you off recording.
Okay. Oh, so it wasn't like Krispy Kreme.
No, it was not a Krispy Kreme.
Okay.
This is like a local place.
Yeah.
Good to know.
They didn't even take card until like a year ago.
Oh damn.
Oh, you know it's good then.
Yeah.
You know that shit's the best.
If they can force you to pay in cash.
Yep.
So, it's a little hard. So this is a very character-driven show.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm here trying to delineate. Like, is there an arc of this show that I really?
No, there is.
It's all the characterization. going between
Yes,
episodes.
this is pure characterization, and we get most of the perspective on things from the protagonist's point of view.
Yeah, we get a lot of internal monologue here.
Yeah. So you're mostly kind of in his head for most of the show, and kind of like just going through what he's thinking, but it's more so kind of an observatory piece, because what this show is kind of meant to do is it's meant to, you're able to kind of like put aside what the protagonist is actually thinking and actually see what's kind of going on in the actual show.
Well, it's also like, I think sometimes we watch a lot of shows that have like arcs, right? Even like rom-coms and stuff, there will be like this arc and that arc. It's like 2 episodes or 3 episodes together, or in the case of some of the other ones, like a 5-episode chunk. And that's not the case here at all. Every single episode is technically just a different story, but it's not. They're all the same story, but a different part of it every single time.
I just looked at it in that first person like internal monologue. I thought that maybe because of that this might have been based off a light novel. It's based off of a manga.
Yeah, it is actually.
Which is interesting, because if it were a light novel, you'd have like a real interesting and reliable narrator there, because he is constantly like deprecating how he thinks other people see him.
Yeah, although I do wonder, because it's shonen and it's still being published.
Yeah, it's still being published.
Yeah.
It's like 9 volumes right now. What?
Yeah, 9 so far. I would love to see the way that the manga is laid out.
Yeah. That would be kind of interesting, honestly.
Because this feels like it would be done in the same style. So there's this manga I read, Torigakari ni One Point Advice, and this feels like it would be done in the same style, but those are like short chapters, like only like 4 to 8 pages that release periodically, each one all around the same character and telling you about this character, but like each one about a different instance in his life, you know? And that's what it feels like this should be. But it sounds like this is like full chapters, so I wonder if maybe, does the manga have arcs that are not represented in the anime? Or are some of these anime episodes that we're seeing whole arcs in the anime, like several chapters, that really were easily and like made sense to just make them a singular instance episode and keep going? Because that would be interesting, because I feel like often there are situations where you look at like some like a manga arc can get made into an anime arc, and you're just like, I don't know, the pacing wasn't great, because in reality, you probably could have put those 3 chapters into one episode and just eliminated all the unnecessary stuff, but they didn't, because it was an arc, and they wanted to kind of one-to-one translate.
Maybe.
It's a possibility, but I mean, this is definitely like, since this is only 9 volumes, this is definitely good. Like, I could sit down and like read in like a day if I wanted to. So there's an option there as well.
Seki is giving me a look like 9 volumes. You can do that.
Probably half a day, honestly. Yeah. Maybe 30 minutes for Seki.
I may be stealing that off the shelf right now.
Oh my.
Look, I understand that not everyone has the same voracious appetite for reading that I do, but I also think it's a goddamn travesty that not everyone else has the same voracious appetite for reading that I do.
I don't know. I put that. Yeah, they just kind of put that energy towards other things, honestly.
I do. That's why I'm getting 2 bachelor's degrees.
Try hard.
Thank you.
Actual try hard. Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, in the video game community, it's an insult sometimes.
My God, do you know how much time I've spent in Baldur's Gate? Nick Knack and I were talking. He was just like, I really need to get you a game where you could just grind off to the side. And I'm like, yeah. Honestly?
Farming Simulator 2024.
Isn't that what
100%.
Stardew Valley is? I don't remember.
Kind of.
Well, I wasn't saying
also
I need
the-
to get her a game because she has a game, Baldur's Gate. But Baldur's Gate, like, she is completionist running Baldur's Gate more.
I am not.
She's missed some stuff, but like she's doing as much as she damn can.
Yeah.
Trying to see as much dialogue as she can, possibly.
So 95% completionist.
Yeah.
There's some games that are just built around that.
It's okay. I'll go back, start a new one, and I'll get a little bit closer every single time.
Yeah.
Wait, do you want to do it all in one run, or throughout the whole entire time you're playing the game?
Okay, slight tangent here about gaming. I understand the draw of like a truly completionist run, right? Like doing every single quest, getting every single item, falling into every single situation. And I really do get it. I don't necessarily think that I have the push to do that all in one single character run. Like, I definitely do want to explore every single option the game has, but I don't think I'm ever going to go through a playthrough where I'll just, like, reset my game back 3 saves because I found out I missed getting this one sword in this one area that I didn't fully explore.
I mean, that's fair. That's probably like 99% of gamers.
Yeah,
so.
because, like, for example, I was really struggling in Act 2 of Baldur's Gate. Like, I got stuck for, like, 2 weeks because I was playing Oath of Ancients Paladin, and it was really, I was really struggling and getting frustrated. And what ended up happening was I accidentally forgot. So I got unstuck, and I went through, and I beat the bosses, and then I beat the end of Act 2, I moved on to Act 3, and I completely forgot to go back and loot or check any of the areas that the bosses had been in. So I just missed, like, a bunch of stuff, but I was not resetting it at that point. Like, I had struggled so much through Act 2, wasn't doing it.
Yeah.
So... So I don't know if I'd ever do a really completionist run per se.
But you're being extremely thorough.
I am trying to do every quest available to me, except for that one that I skipped and refused to trigger. Yeah, there's just one quest in Act 3 I'm just not triggering. I refuse.
Did you ever get to the part where you could kick...
Let's not spoil Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
You can ask me after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
You can ask her when we get to the donut place later.
Yes, back to the dangers of my heart.
Yeah, because that was a tangent anyway.
Ooh,
So.
favorite incident. I think mine was the bike.
Oh, the bike incident.
Yeah.
Mine was probably the incident where he goes out, like when he goes out in the middle of the night and runs into the guy that was involved in that bike incident, along with a couple girls, one of which is from his class. I really liked that incident. I thought it was really great for characterization on all the characters' parts.
My favorite, incident, my favorite episode is when she's trying to get his line or whatever. Because I just thought that whole episode was fucking hilarious.
Realm, you got one?
Not really. I mean, because I really just look at the show as like a whole, honestly. Because like there are certainly like moments within it, but
Fair enough. Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say honestly though, it's just like because I did also watch ahead to season 2. I'd say like I have more favorite moments in that season as of now.
Well, I guess it's probably starting a little early, but it might be easier to talk about the show in terms of characters. So do we want to do waifu wars?
Sure.
And then we'll transition out of that into characters.
Yeah.
Waifu
Wars.
Waifu wars.
Waifu wars.
Born.
Who's that guy who wanted to date Hara? I think it's Hara is her name.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Do you remember the name?
I don't remember the name. That's the problem. And he was in season 2, so that's the other problem. But I know who you're talking about.
Dang it. No, I need to go look. The name, someone else go talk.
In the meantime, Realm.
I guess main girl could. Or main girl Chan. Yeah.
Do you remember her name?
Fuck no.
You watched 2 seasons of this.
I watched 2 seasons of this, but
Knick-knack.
I forgot.
So I don't remember her name. I'm actually pulling up the wiki right now. Not the main character girl, but
I like Anna.
Anna?
AK main character.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
my favorite character was that girl that was involved, like the friend that he knew from class that was involved in the incident I mentioned earlier. I thought like I love that like when she just goes inside the hotel, or is it the hotel room or the room she's in, and Anna is just there the entire time. I really I
Is
like
that
her
Shihiro? Now we're waiting on Knick-knack. Let's stare at him.
Yeah, no, the reason why I like Kenta is because he was so like pure-hearted with trying to actually get Hannah. I seriously think I'm saying that name wrong. God damn it.
Is it Hara?
Hara. There we go. Hara.
Yeah.
Hanoka Hara. How's it going, Knick-knack?
terribly.
Understandable.
Are you looking at the Wikipedia?
Yep.
Do you want to look, maybe just look at the actual Wikipedia that tells you what the characters did?
Yeah, because Wikipedia is not that great. Well, not Wikipedia, but the wiki is not that great. Unfortunately.
You can scroll up, too. I was in the middle of the characters.
Sorry, I'm going to the episode listings. It's going to be easier for me to find.
Oh, it's all the way at the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, season 2 will be finished by the end of this month.
I mean, they're at 11 or 10 right now. They should be.
No, not yet, because the 24 comes out on the 23rd of this month, and then the last episode after that comes out on the 30th.
Okay.
So they've got another few more episodes.
Wait, so... Oh, okay.
For season 2.
Hmm. Now you're getting this pretty much on the mic, right? Are you eating?
Think of it as,
ASMR.
yeah, think of it as ASMR while Knick-knack searches for the character's name.
Okay. Ooh, that the short girlfriend was actually very nice.
Which one? Wait, which one?
The best friend who is really short and tiny.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that Moeko?
Uh,
Or is it the other one?
I think it's Chihiro.
Oh, Chihiro.
Yeah,
I think so.
because I'm looking at that. Moeko is one of the other ones.
Yeah.
Is the one that's always by her.
Still can't find her.
Nope.
What do you remember? What she looked like, kind of?
Short hair wasn't the best friend of Anna, but was a friend with Anna.
So it might have been Hana, maybe, because she was one of the ones that had short hair.
Any other qualifying features that we might want to know?
Or Hara, not Hana. What was I talking about? Or was it main character Kun's sister?
No, it wasn't the sister.
Okay.
Huh? Oh.
Thank you in sign language, because I still have food in my mouth.
You mean as if you weren't talking when you had food in your mouth the whole time?
Rude.
Yeah, I can't find it.
I love that.
Well, Knick-Knack's waifu, I guess, is to be determined because he cannot remember for the life
I
of
can
him.
remember the exact episode she was involved in, though.
What episode?
Or not the episode. I can remember the plot line of that.
Okay, give us
Okay,
the
what was
plot
the
line.
plot
Well, I
line?
gave it to you guys earlier. Remember the incident I said?
Oh, the thing with the bite after the bike incident?
Like with the same guy from the bike incident, where he runs into them and they end up at a restaurant. And he's just trying to get Hannah's line number from him.
Oh, it's the line episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the same episode as the line episode?
I mean, that's part of it, the line episode, but also, yeah. Wait, was that the blonde hair or the not blonde one? Oh, damn it.
Well, it's never been a secret on this channel that Knick-Knack is awful with names. I still don't know the names of most people in solo leveling.
Yeah, I think he's just talking about Moeko.
Moeko?
Yeah, I
Moeko.
think he's talking about Moeko, yeah.
Does she have like the cat face smile?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Moeko.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Moeko.
Okay.
Okay,
We
there
figured it out.
we put our single brain cell together and figured it out.
The
for
one.
Knick-Knack.
The one brain cell that we share. Anyways,
Yeah, anyways.
so
I mean, honestly, this has been a pretty silent episode, all things considered, since most of it was just waiting for us to finally put our brain
watch me
cells
leave
together.
all of that in.
It's just a gif of you like smacking me upside the head over and
Yeah.
over again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, hello, Jack. So characters.
Yes.
So
I mean, do we have anything else to say really about them?
I'm sure Knick-Knack does.
Um.
Since he brought up that we'd rather the characters would be a better discussion point than story, and he's
Yeah.
not.
So
he's not
the
wrong.
dynamic between the two main characters to me is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's for me. It's hard to tell. Like when, like, I don't think we actually get to see the point where Anna starts liking the main characters. It's kind of. It kind of feels like we go into the series with her already liking it.
Mm-hmm.
So this in this series is I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm really I'm grasping here.
Yeah. It is
It's-
honestly just a
It's
weird...
refreshing that we go into the series with her liking him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the thing that bonds them is that they're both weird little fuckers.
Yeah. Pretty much, honestly. Yeah.
Because that's not often the case, and I can really appreciate when they decide to step a little, at least a tiny bit outside of the box
Yeah.
to do something interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had something to say, but I can't remember what it was now. Damn it.
So valid.
I actually kind of like the dynamic between Anna and
Chihiro?
Chihiro. Yes, I can't fucking say names. Terribly
So
sorry.
call her Sen.
Sen? What? Why? She's looking at Knick-Knack for some reason.
Yes! The light bulb was flickering for a second, but it got there.
Yeah, the brain cell like fired like at the exact right moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I did like the dynamic between them, especially
Ended in a picture there.
especially consider like a lot of like what Anna does for Chitro and what Chitro does for Anna, especially even if you actually do notice, like she is eating in the library, and then we later figure out like why she's eating in the library and why she does certain things.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That's adorable and sad, but super cute.
Yeah.
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 How about that manga exchange?
Oh, amazing, stunning, 10 out of 10.
Yep.
Forcing people you talk with to read the same manga as you.
Right.
Never heard of it.
No.
Such a revolutionary and unique idea. Knick-knack on that topic. So those off the shelves I gave you.
Yeah. 10 chapters into Tomb Raider King.
I'm mostly joking this time for effect. So that Elden Ring manga.
Oh, I finished that in one sitting. I'm just waiting.
How about that visual novel I gave you?
Jesus Christ. One episode sums up our entire social life.
Yeah, right.
That's sad.
Thank gosh I got nothing.
Well, do you want something?
Yeah, Seki
I have
can give
too
you
much
something.
school.
There's plenty of stuff Seki can give you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So much, apparently. Too much, Nick Knack says.
Yes.
I actually have exams unlike you, so screw you.
I had an exam on Tuesday and on Wednesday. I had 2 exams on Tuesday. I only got a 90% on one of them.
Yeah, I don't believe
It was hard.
It was hard.
I only got 45 out of 50 correct. No clue what I got on the other 2 exams. Pretty sure I flunked one of them outright. So.
Yeah, no, I have...
Lots of exams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and have another one when we go back from spring break. Actually, I think I might have 2.
You know why we might be having so much trouble with this series and talking about it?
Why?
Because it's a good rom-com. It's a really well done rom-com, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also a pretty, like, by-the-numbers rom-com.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
it's not as if I haven't seen most of
'Cause,
those
like,
situations
yeah.
before in other rom-coms.
Yeah,
Like-
but also this one, like, if this got like a live action, I think it would translate like pretty 1-to-1.
Oh, this would make
Yeah.
a great live action.
Yeah.
Like, some rom-coms just do, this is one of them.
Yeah, but like you mentioned earlier, the gimmick of the series, this guy's a little messed up in the head, or is like an edgy little
Yeah.
shit. It kind of disappears after like episode 2, and it doesn't
Yeah.
really do
Yeah.
much.
And that's a little sad to me, because, you know, one of my favorite rom-coms is The Wallflower, Perfect Girl Evolution, and her weirdness never stops.
It's kind of that in reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she she does not get any less weird, and instead the boys around her get progressively weirder.
Yeah.
It's great. It's like she's infecting them. This is the opposite. It's like he's calming down
He's
episode by episode.
He's, instead of getting worse, he's getting more and more sedated as the show goes on.
Yeah, no, I want the absolute unhinged psychological thriller that we deserve.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go home and watch The Wallflower after this. I'm intrigued.
So, hang on. I'm going to preface that recommendation.
Okay.
So, the anime
Yeah.
is 24 episodes.
Okay.
It does not end canon to the manga.
Got it.
And it is almost egregiously corny.
All right.
Like, they really leaned on the ha-ha funny, like
Funny.
real hard,
I like the haha funny.
and the dub is god-awful.
Got it. So don't
The
watch the dub.
manga is stunning, beautiful, weird,
When you say
creepy.
dub, you mean the English dub, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the manga, stunning, beautiful, creepy, love it. I don't think the anime quite captures the manga, but it's still good.
Okay.
It's still funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Because I am also low-key in a rom-com phase right now. Whoa.
Oh, absolutely go watch The Wallflower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think on to the topic of Dangers in My Heart, I think what's going on here is we could if we described the plot of season 1 to Snafu and the plot here, like the plot events, we would be describing the same thing, except one Seki would be describing with, that was fun, that was cute, and one Seki would be describing with, oh my god, I was so bored.
Yeah, pretty much.
Am I wrong?
Look. Of all of the genres that we have watched, right? In anime, especially in anime I've seen, the most oversaturated is high school rom-coms.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And as a factor of that, I, out of necessity, feel the need to be a lot more critical about high school rom-coms because there's so many more of them than just about anything else I've watched, because it is so easy to make a high school rom-com. And so, yeah, like Snafu, that's cute. Makes sense in my head because, like, I really need to sit there and look at, like, the exact enjoyment level. Like, what I thought about this exact gimmick. Was the word choice cringe or not? Was the camera angle cringe or not? Because there's only so many things you can change from one show to another and keep it being a high school rom-com primarily.
And this isn't like something. This isn't like Kaguya-sama where it runs with its gimmick and it just that's overbearing on the show.
Exactly.
This is just a really well refined traditional rom-com.
Yeah, it's we watched a rom-com near the end of last season.
Oh my. Start.
Dude had piercings and a tattoo.
Oh yeah,
Horimiya.
Horimiya.
Yeah. No, I actually get very similar vibes from this. Like, we talk about anime we recommend. Horimiya now with this.
You know what this also reminds me of? Wotakoi.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard for otakus.
Yeah, this is very.
This has
seen that one.
It's
You
it's
should
office
see
life.
that. I watched
It's
that.
an office life rom-com, and basically the plot premise is that these 4 people are friends, and these two, the girl and the guy, they're like, we should date, and they're like, well, why should we date? It's that because we're both manga otakus,
We're both
and at
weirdos.
least if we date one another, we can't weird one another out.
Yeah.
Like, because when we date normal people, they get creeped out by us. But, like, I understand that you want to get up at 3 in the morning to go get a figure of your favorite anime girl.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think Wotakoi is beautiful because of that.
Yeah. It's
So,
great.
yeah, it's really good. I have it in the hat.
Yeah.
So, hopefully...
And
I'll
I've
get
seen
pulled.
Wotakoi as well.
Yeah.
So it's really fun.
I was going to have you read it, actually, because I have the manga.
Well, like just whenever we have room on the backlog.
Oh, we have a ton of room right now.
No, we don't. We have like 4 things on the backlog that I haven't even finished one of yet.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we have a ton of us, and we have a lot to make up.
Oh, yeah.
You're trying to kill Nick Nack with books, aren't you?
Some of them are his.
Yeah, some of them are mine.
Okay.
One of the most demanding ones I have to go through right now are
It's
mine.
his.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Long arcs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I let up on him with the transmigration.
No, right now it's entirely because I'm trying to really push ahead on off the shelves, and we've had some
Yeah.
big chonkers lately.
On the reacts.
Sorry, reacts, not off the shelves. Yeah.
My soul has left my body in the reacts over the last 3 weeks. Anyways,
Yeah.
sorry, we've technically kind of already done recommendations at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
But does anyone... Okay, so we've said Wotakoi, we've said Horimiya, I said the Wallflower. Technically, we have mentioned Snafu. And
Yes.
I'm sure if you like Snafu, this would be something that you would recommend. Are there any others that we're thinking of that maybe would also be really good recommendations here? I think maybe... I was gonna say Fruits Basket, but now I'm thinking maybe not. Because I'm like, it's weird, but it's not weird in the same way.
Yeah, it's weird in that it deals with more
Yeah.
magical
Yeah.
element, because it's also like weirder than like say
Well,
like
but
Kami-sama
they're-
Hajime Mashite.
Oh.
I mean, sucky cringe with that one.
If you want something really bad,
Yeah.
Vampire Knight.
Oh yeah. If you want to.
Rosario Vampire.
Yeah. Well, that's a different kind of cringe.
Oh,
That's
no.
a different kind of
That's,
raunch.
that's what I mean. Like, if you want something real bad.
If you want something just raunch. Yeah. If you
Tsundere
oh, you know what?
children.
Since
Hold
we're
on.
oh, okay.
Tsundere children.
You mean Surezure children?
I mean, that's what it says here, okay? I can't say Tsundere children.
Let me see him.
They have, like, Tsundere children on the bottom, so yeah.
Zere children.
Yeah. And it's like a little. I've seen this one before. It's like little snippets
Yeah.
of different like rom-coms happening kind of simultaneously.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's interesting.
If you like the show's format and you like the idea of watching a show of people fucked up in the head falling in love with each other, there's always Kaguya-sama Love is War.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
And
that's
since
fair.
and since we were earlier on the topic of absolute train wrecks, you can absolutely go watch what is it? That fucking train wreck show. Fuck.
Can you describe it?
It was Nick Nack.
Okay, did he put it into
He did put it into the hat.
the lesbian one?
No.
Oh.
No.
Domestic
Citrus?
Nakanojo?
Yes, there we go. That's
Oh.
what it was.
We went 2 totally different ways when it came to shit show Nick Nack submitted.
Yeah.
Because you thought Domestic Nikata and I thought Citrus, and honestly, both work.
I mean, you know what? Yeah, honestly, Citrus does
Yeah.
work here too. And I'm not just saying that to recommend it, but if you just want to see like everything wrong in a relationship happen and just cringe at it.
Okay, but this is everything right in a relationship.
Yeah.
We're like veering into why
We're
are
into
we?
anti-suggestions.
Yeah.
These are
If you like this, don't go watch Domestic
Yeah.
Condoms. Are you kidding me?
I think with that being said, we should probably move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next week is Nick Nack's submission. Nick Nack,
Yes.
what are you gonna have us watch? Drum roll, please.
Kaguya. I'm kidding. No, we're watching Heaven's Feel. They almost punched me there.
I like Kaguya.
Yeah, we've already started.
I know. Anyway, so we'll see you guys next time.
Take care.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Bye.